Alright, what you see here is a Harbor Breeze Armitage ceiling fan. I bought this at Lowe's in mid 2017, and I've had it for over a year now. The person that actually made me up when I bought this fan is actually a frequent shopper at Savers where I work. So yeah, I figured this would be the first fan I test down here out of all the fans to like start getting back to testing videos. And all the fans I've tested, honestly, I'm not gonna start. I'm honestly gonna be retesting them down here. But I know some people probably are wondering why I'm starting off a cheap fan like this. Well, I figured I'd get a video up of something at least, and the fan blades and blade arms are literally all right next to the fan. All the screws are there, so some of the fans I do need to find some of the screws to put them back together. So I figured this would be the quickest one to put up and get a video of. So at least it's something. So I know a lot of people don't like these fans. I know there's some that actually do like them, so at least I can satisfy some of the viewers. So Harbor Breeze logo right there. The fan is from January of 2017. And it might be the newest fan out of all the fans I have in my collection. I don't know if there's another one that's like a little bit newer than this, but I think this is the newest one, like age-wise. But yeah, it's a decent little fan. It's really nothing impressive, but for what it is, it does move a little bit better air than your typical 42-inch cheap builder hugger fan. It's a little bit better than a Littleton, but not that much better. But if you want like a fan over like a workshop area, like or a shed, it would be decent enough for that. And that's honestly what I got it for. I was gonna keep it down here for a basement fan, but and I'm glad I didn't use this down here because the fan hums like a son of a bee. I'm not gonna say it, but yeah. I'm not trying to get flagged on YouTube for cursing, but yeah. It's in the matte white finish, and I really am not a big fan of that finish because of, obviously you can see it's a little bit dirty, and once it gets dirty like that, it's kind of hard to clean. And Harvey's does have these pull chains. One of the, I don't know if it can show up that well on video, but yeah, it's not really showing up too well. Let's see if I shut off the top light, it'll show up better. Yep, one with the fan, one with the white logo. Yeah, decent enough little fan. Very nothing I'd recommend. I'd recommend only if you need something cheap, like for a basement or like I want you to just move some air around. But other than that, I wouldn't rely on this fan for good air movement. But I really do. I mostly got it also for the design. It really brings back a lot of childhood memories on it. Like just like it's mostly the motor housing that reminds me of the Westinghouse Casanova, the 42-inch one with the schoolhouse light on it. Those are childhood fans for me. I do want to get one someday. And this fan looks pretty similar to it. The only thing is it's the blades and the blade arms are a little bit different, and it also doesn't have real good side vents, and the vents are just a tiny bit different as well. But it's for $30, I can't really complain. I mean, I didn't expect it to be a great fan, but it's a nice looking fan for what it is. And these 42-inch huggers with these type of lights are sentimental to me. But I wouldn't mind tossing one out, but this one, since I'd rather not toss out this one, I'd rather toss out like a Littleton or anything, because Littletons are easier for me to come across by. These are still being made today, but I was far away, and I'm looking to buy another one of these. And if I was to ruin one, I'd rather ruin one that's used instead of paying retail price on a new one. But yeah. But yeah, here's the light. Came with a small LED light bulb. And this is the light that it actually came with. Yeah, let me shut off the lights. Let's see how well it lights up the area. Alright, so it does a decent job. Obviously, it's not going to light up a whole lot. But it is a very small light bulb, but it's not that powerful. Yeah. Go ahead and start the fan off on low. And I know there's going to be plenty of comments calling this roof food and saying kill a fire. Go right ahead, I really do not care. But I mean, if you're going to watch the video just to give a hate comments, that's fine with me. You're giving me, you're giving the video views, so that's on you. For some reason, I noticed how a lot of these cheaper, like, hard breeze Armitage fans are like the Littletons. They still, despite them being hated by a lot in the fan community, they still get a lot of views on YouTube. I don't know why, but that's kind of the other reason why I figured I'd film it too. That's a somewhat of a fast wheel speed, but at the same time, it is a 42-inch fan. But I haven't really seen a 42-inch fan on low for quite a bit, since all the fans upstairs are either once the bathroom dressing room is smaller than this, so obviously that goes a little faster. And the other fans are 52 inches and 50 inches. Those have a slower roll speeds than this, obviously. So not a bad roll speed. It could be a little bit slower, but considering how cheap the fan is, it might be better that it has a faster roll speed like this, just so it can push down a little bit more air. Yeah, all the fans I am going to be retesting down here. And ones I haven't tested yet, also they're going to be testing down here, unless it's like something I really don't want to test down here, like, let's say like the Venus that I have, for example. Obviously I don't want to test that down here. I'd probably like bring that to like Nathan's shed or test it like at Braden to Mark's place. Something that's like very valuable I really don't want to test down here. Or like even an original I want to test down here, honestly. Casablanca Delta 2s and stuff like that. Yeah, I'll test those down here. Yeah, let me go ahead and show up the light. But yeah, I'd probably use this like in a basement whenever I get my own place. Like I'd have to make it air put up somewhere, but I'd probably put this somewhere else in the basement. If I could, I'd love to like put a fan over in that area. Probably to meet the end con again, but there's so many pipes in the way it'd be impossible to do. Unfortunately. And I'd rather have like a fan over here, but there's really not much space here. I mean, it looks like there's a lot of space, but clearance-wise, there's not too much space for the blaze to install another fan here. And the fan's been scraping against the housing. Realign the housing. Might be like when I pull the motor, it pushes the I only have 2 screws holding it. I know they won't make as much noise when I have it with only 2 screws. So I might have like pulled the motor, might have pushed through the housing a little bit. For medium, it is moving decent air, and it does have quite a bit of a wobble on medium. And I do know for a fact when I tested it back upstairs and it was the bedroom, the blade arms were not this out of alignment, but also it is a cheap fan, very cheap blade arms. So them being weighing around in the basement, moved around quite a bit, obviously they bent so easily, so I'm honestly not surprised that it's wobbling. I kind of do like seeing fans wobble every now and then. It's moving decently on me. I am feeling a decent breeze over here. It's nothing incredible, but for what it is, I am still surprised that it even moves this much. Usually, like the air movement that you'd feel on this, the medium speed of this is basically like the high speed of a Littleton, in my opinion. So the fact that it's moving even this much on medium, I'm pretty surprised. Alright, now for high speed. Goes fast for a 42-inch fan of this quality, honestly. Especially all the newer 42-inch fans. I know they don't really go that fast from what I've been seeing. But yeah, it does have a crazy hum to it. I'm not sure if it's just as bad as the Yankon Petite, to be honest, but it's probably on par with it in terms of humming wise. The only fans I've installed down here that I couldn't hear from upstairs is the low profile and the Mega Air Mesa, but the Mega Air Mesa moves more in the low profile, so I have that one up instead. Plus, you still make the Mega Air Mesa, so I'd rather have that down here and get that one more worn out than the low profile. Well, the 2 low profiles that I have, that is. But yeah, it's a decent air mover. I'd say this moves almost like the same amount of air as a coastal breeze, to be honest. And I'm not even joking, and coastal breezes aren't really that good air movers, smaller ones, to be honest. So, but it's really not that bad of an air mover. It's just the quality of the fan is just really horrible because it's a cheap builder fan. But the performance does kind of make it worth the $30 if you just need something that moves some air for a small room or something. I'd recommend it only because of the price, but not to replace like a good fan, obviously. And you guys are probably surprised I'm even giving anything good about the fan performance-wise. I'll shut it off and do spin down. And put it on reverse. Almost affected the spin down there. I'm not even gonna mess with it because I'm gonna have to start spin down over, so. Well, yeah, honestly, I would keep this up here if I honestly wouldn't mind having this in the basement. If I could have 2 42-inch fans, I'd honestly pick this one as well to make it air. I'd put this like over there, but there's just so many pipes over there. However, if I could use that other basement for testing, I'd have this up, and probably a Littleton is to have some cheap fans up. Just so they can move some air around, but if they get beat up, I really don't care. For Armitage, I could put up, I'd rather save that, because if I get my own place and I have a garage, I'd rather use that like as a garage fan, or like that over like the shed, or no, that like over a workbench and like have an industrial in a corner somewhere. It's been done honestly not too long because the bearings really haven't even broken in. Since I've only used it for testing purposes. For reverse, and obviously it's going to be scraping on reverse. There we go. I'm just going to let it scrape, honestly. I really don't care at this point. I'm not sure if it's just because like the way it's mounted here, but it didn't scrape when I floor tested it, but at the same time that is floor testing. But yeah, if your parents are like choosing to get either a Littleton or a Armitage, definitely pick the Armitage without a question. Like if you had to, honestly, it's still not a great fan, but it does move more air than a Littleton at least. I mean, it is a decent air mover, I'm not gonna lie. Could it be better? Yes, but it is decent. I guess you can consider the ceiling fan torture for those who like it. Alright, and that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for more videos to come.